So here we go. We're about to do the dirty job right now. I hear it's complex. It is my first time doing it, and I hope it turns out good. But one thing I do know, I have to fix these vibrations in this car, and also the oil leak from the valve cover gasket, you know, and hopefully change the spark plugs as well, and get this thing running right. I hope after all of this it runs right. If you're standing in front of the car, basically facing the car, there is the passenger side and then there is the driver's side. So what we want to do first is work on the passenger side, and why I'm doing that is because this is the part of the engine where I see the most oil leak. So I want to focus on here, and also the the diagnostics that I did. The code was for bank, not bank, cylinder 1 and cylinder 3 are misfiring. So that's why I want to focus my attention here first. And funny enough, it is the most difficult part of this job as well compared to the driver's side. So I already took this off the other day when they delivered the car. I took this off, but it's pretty much simple. It goes underneath this guy right here. So 1, 2, and there is one right here underneath 3. You just have to take that out, and take this bolt out as well. This sits right in between. Ooh, man, I've lost the screwdriver. So this sits right in between this. So you take this all out, put this in between here, and you put it right there. So I basically took mine out because I was gonna test something real quick. So we're gonna have to take this out, take all of this out. So let's do that. Let's start. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get this out so we have space in here to work. So this is basically, from what I can tell, it's a screwdriver here and here. It's a screwdriver here and here. And then we can take this out, take this out. So I guess we can just take this one out, and this should come off. There are 2 screws, 2 plastic screws in here, and you're gonna need like an Allen key or an X key. I believe this is an 8, and you have to twist this thing. It has a lock. You'll see it right there. So it has a lock in between, as you can tell. So all you have to do is rotate it backwards. There's 2. Yeah. And then you remove this clip right here. There's also a vacuum line here, I believe, that you have to take out, just to get some more room in there. And then we'll use a plier to pull this out. Boom, right there. So here's what I was showing you, right? So here's what I was showing you. It has a little bit of pin. It's like a pin coming out from this, right? So it aligns with another one here. So all you have to do is twist it the other way around and pull it out. So I did it for both of them, so I can literally, harder to do. Boom. So we'll take out those 2. You push this cable backwards a bit and pull this guy out, and your airbox is out. So the next thing we're going to try to do is remove the air pump from here. It's held in by 3 screws. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 underneath, and a connection on the back. So you have to take out this hose, the plug, the connector in the back, and you pull a little, and this guy comes out. This is the air pump. I'm just gonna set it here real quick. We gotta take that one out. It's held in by, if I can see this well, I have a flashlight here. So it's held in by 1, 2, 3. 3 screws in the back. 1 here, and two in the, like one right here and one on the other side. You'll see it as soon as you go in there. It's quite simple. Yeah. This is some kind of I don't know what it's called, but we can get out the valve cover without taking this out. What you will need is a reverse Torx again, E12. So now we have this off. So before you take this off, you will need to take out the connection to the ignition coil, and then remove this grounding that is right underneath on this bracket as well. So you have to take those off before you can get this out of the way. So now that we have this out of the way, I'm just gonna put it in there. Boom. And then we'll start working on the ignition coil connections. We have to take all of that out. So first things first, we want to take out the ignition connections. All you have to do is push down from the connection. Make sure you don't try to pull the wire or push the wire or nothing. Just hold the plastic around the wire, push it towards the coil, press down the release button, and then you pull. I don't think mine has been out for a long time, so I'm going to use a screwdriver to pry it out. Boom, that's one. So we got all this out of the way. The next thing we're going to do is take out the ignition coil. I think it's E12. So you need an E12. So you need an E12 reverse Torx, and that's how it is right there. You have to take out all four. Last one. So now we got to pull out the coils. This is 3, which is fine. Get on 4 and 2. Oof. We got oil. That means it's really leaking. So the next thing we need to do is disconnect. There's a bracket here that we need to disconnect. Let's see how many screws. So it has 1. Oh, so basically this is what the cover goes into. This is what it hooks into. So we have to take it out. It's held in by 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and those screws are actually Torx. Now, I'm gonna actually take this out slowly. So here it is. This is what it screws into. The cover. The all beautiful cover that comes with the Porsches. I'm gonna put it like that and put it aside. So the next thing we want to try to do is also remove this guy. Just a little bit of screwdriver. And then you want to push, you want to disconnect this by pushing in the silver pin in there and just pull it out. There you go. Now we can begin taking out the screws that holds in the valve cover itself. So we got one here, we have another one here. We have one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's one down there too, which is about 11 screws. You need a Torx screw, and that's size 13.